So starting the test drive in this Corsair, nice driving SUV for the most part. I like that in the normal mode, I don't have to give it too much to get it going, but it also doesn't feel like it's hard to get up to speed, if that makes sense. It's just the perfect amount of throttle in the normal mode for everyday driving. And then the conserve is kind of just like if you're doing longer trips on the highway or 2-lane highways, whatever. And then you've got the excite for, of course, a spirited drive. But I like how luxurious this feels, even compared to the Ford Escape, which they pretty much ride on the same platform, but just how much better this feels behind the wheel, from the heated steering wheel to the infotainment layout. Just Lincoln does a fantastic job at not letting you realize that these are very similar to their Ford counterparts. Whereas the Navigator doesn't feel like an Expedition, the Aviator doesn't feel like an Explorer, so on and so forth. But the overall driving dynamics, probably about a 9 out of 10. The only thing for me is it's not as fun to drive, but this is a Lincoln, so that's not what this is made for. But I love having this bigger 2-liter 4-cylinder in here because it does make a big difference as opposed to the 1.5. So I'm just glad we get these standard. But you might or might not be able to hear it. This is very quiet inside. Even with these big 20-inch wheels here, road noise is minimal, and this road here is pretty rough in general. But ride quality is very nice so far. So we have the vehicle in Excite now, and I can already tell that it's ready to go in this drive mode. So I'm gonna try and get a nice pull here, and hopefully my license plate doesn't go flying. But here we go. So that wasn't a full-fledged pedal down. That was about a 30% pull there. So very impressive. And then just having Blue Cruise here is very nice as well. We might not have Blue Cruise, I can't remember. It's hard to keep up, but we do have the lane keeping system. And it does appear that we have the lane centering along with the adaptive cruise. So for 47 grand, I do think this is pretty awesome. And then just have the paddle shifters on top of that. Just the overall driving dynamics here are very good. The driver assistance features work great, and just a good looking small SUV inside and out. And with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2024 Lincoln Corsair Premier.